Ralph Gallagher here with Rave X Motorsports, here to talk about HMK boots, the world's best. Going to start out with HMK Team Boot. This is the Team Boa. There's 3 different HMK Team boots. They're all available in black and or white. The Boa has a single dial on the front. The Focus has 2 dials, one on the side that does the bottom half of the laces, one on the front that does the top half of the laces, and the lace-up. The lace-up version doesn't have any of the Boa system, it's just your standard pull and tie lace. The Boa dial operates very easily. Pull it out, automatically retracts back in, push it in, and then you can tighten the boot up. Now the Boa dial, once you get a boot with a Boa dial, you'll never go back to a lace-up. You can micro-adjust the tightness of the boot. Halfway through the day, the boot loosens up a little bit, roll the dial a couple times, and you're right back where you want to be. Another feature of the HMK boot is the Intuition closed cell foam liner. Basically, this allows the boot to keep you super warm to start off, but it's also a closed cell foam, so there's a little more memory, so it doesn't pack out as much, so the boot stays softer and more comfortable. Once you get these broken in, they feel like an old pair of sneakers. Super easy to remove the liner to dry the boot out. Second feature of the HMK Team boot that I want to tell you about today is the Sympatex membrane. It's a waterproof membrane built into the boot. So what changes this boot dramatically from the previous boot. This boot's completely waterproof instead of water resistant. It's waterproof with this tongue gust, so you can stand in water all day long and it's not going to wet through. It has triple layers of leather on the inside where you're going to have a lot of abrasion on the tunnel. It has rubber supports on the inside. It helps give you a little bit of foot support as well, but it also just makes the boot tough. These new running boards are like razor blades on the sleds, so this way you don't cut the boot up and it lasts a lot longer. A lot of people will tell you these are very similar to snowboard boots, and that, in one respect, they are as their design, but they're also a lot more rugged than a snowboard boot, so they're going to hold up a lot longer on the running boards. The third and final feature that steps this boot up from the previous HMK boot is the Vibram sole. It's a dual durometer rubber. It has a softer lug and a harder base, so you get good foot support, but you also get good traction on snow and ice. It has an air gel heel as well, an air pocket in the heel. Gives you a little bit more heel cushioning. Once again, this is the HMK Team Boa boot. It's available in white and in black. And then the next boot I'm going to tell you about is the HMK Voyager boot. This is the Voyager Boa. This is available in a lace-up and the Boa version. Same idea with the Boa dial. You spin it to tighten it up, pop it to loosen it. You can step in. This has the Intuition closed cell foam as well. It's not a removable liner. It's actually built into the boot. So once you're going to get the same warmth, the same heat properties you are out of the HMK Team boot. They're all cold rated to 40 below Celsius. But it's not a removable liner. And the closed cell foam is nice because it doesn't absorb moisture like an open cell foam does, so the boot dries out fairly quickly, so you don't really have to worry about being able to remove the liner and dry the boot out from a sweaty foot. The Sympatex membrane is built into this boot as well, so it's waterproof and breathable. And it also has rubber toe overlays. It's tripled up on the inside with leather for protection of the boot, so it holds up a lot longer. Does not have the Vibram sole, but it's a little bit lower price point boot, so that's where he saves some money there, and you can save some money as well. You know, if you're going to be doing a lot of backcountry riding, this still gives you good ankle support. It's not like a real floppy boot like a felt pack, so it's still going to give you good ankle support, but it's a little bit less aggressive than the Team boot. If you're, banging ditches all day and doing freestyle or something like that, the Team boot's going to give you really solid ankle support, kind of more like a moto boot, whereas this is going to give you good solid support, but not quite as loose as like a felt pack. This is Ralph Gallagher with HMK and Rave X Motorsports talking about the HMK boots, the world's best.